on number 35 narrative, your final draft. You do not have to write something new. Okay? That is not the intent of this. You do not have to restart. There is no one in here, Christian, you with me, that has to restart, because most of you have a very good start to your story. Some of you have to switch the story around to help it make sense. I'll leave you to do that. I did make comments on your number 32, which is turning your narrative, which again, it says rough draft, right? It says rough draft because that's where you took your narrative and you changed it into a horror story. Okay. At this point, all of you have this returned. You have a grade for your narrative itself. Okay. You have a grade for your narrative itself, but now you need to take that information. Okay. And I don't want to show too much of someone else's work. You want to take that information, make the corrections that I've made there. Okay. And some of them are just comments because I did not go through and do an edit for you, because a lot of the editing is you're not putting punctuation, or you're not capitalizing I, or you have you, the letter U, for the word you. This is not a text message. These are things you already know and you need to correct. So you did receive a grade on your editing, your self-edit for number 33, okay? That has not been put into Infinite Campus yet, but it will be. But you've already done the self-edit. You've had a peer edit where someone could have told you whether or not it had all of the elements and should have had all the elements. Looking at those peer edits, some of your peers told you you don't have a resolution, but like some of you did not finish that issue. Does that make sense? So you have to go and find a resolution. And Jacob and Christian, I'm going to use you two as an example. You have a very good story started, and it came down to due time, and you just kind of wrapped it up and finished it real weakly, right? And turned something in. Let's finish the resolution for your final draft. Okay. Christian, I can't tell you enough how suspenseful your story is if you just finish it. It's really good. Like, it's quality. It is. You're one that's missing a resolution. So Connie, that's actually perfect. You're missing a resolution.
The resolution
It's not. I have notes. Nope. You took a soft way out. I have notes. Read them and look at them. You took a soft way out. That's why I waited until the last minute to finalize my notes and submit them to you all, so that you can see that I've been looking over these even before this hour. Okay. Some of you just need to move this story around to make it work. Others of you just have to have an exposition, right? Like, you're missing the start of the story. And I've made those notes. If I'm talking about the exposition, you have an introduced part of the story. Okay. So make those corrections in number 32. Make those corrections in number 32 because they're all marked there. Some of you still have corrections from your friends to finish up and to fix. Okay. Then once you're finished and you have a final draft ready to turn in, you copy and paste that final draft, the final product. No changes need to be made. You're ready to turn it in, and you put it into your narrative final draft, which is number 35. And this will absolutely finish up the last part that we needed to finish up with our draft, with our horror narrative. Okay. And then when we come back, we'll probably, we'll get into an argumentative essay. We'll actually start the argumentative essay next week. That's what we'll work on primarily. Okay. Questions, concerns about what I'm saying? Everybody understand what they have to work on? You have your timeline to finish. You have your narrative to finish, your narrative final draft to finish. So you shouldn't necessarily be on any video games at the moment. You should have something to work on. Not pointing any fingers, Connie. But please let me know if you need anything. Okay, even I have this set due for Monday. So if you have quite a bit that you need to change around, you have time to do it. Okay, I'm coming right to you next, Kyler. You may. Once you come in, we'll get you squared away, okay?